Yep. Shit, y'all want you to shoot that motherfucker, man. You gotta get a bunch of shooting bags. I wouldn't do nothing but catch and shoot. Boop, 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 boop. I wouldn't be still passing. Fuck that. If I catch it, it's open, I'm shooting it. If it ain't open, I'm passing. Yeah. Shit, we already know you can do everything else. You can shoot that bitch too, so goddamn. You need your badges. That's what you need to be focusing on. I wouldn't pass that bitch a damn time. If I'm missing too much, yeah, but goddamn, I'm trying to catch that shot. Marking a bit. You need to be trying to catch that shot, boy. Especially like when we playing like that. Shit. Catch that shot and pull that bitch.
Motherfucker do it when we play, huh?
Yeah, you see, that'd be the thing. I get more of my badges, even though I play a lot of random games, I get more of my badges come from playing when we all playing 5. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing with 5 players, I get most of my badges. But in this instance, with like my sharpshooter, nigga, I was shooting all kinds of shots when I first got his ass. Trying to make shit fall, goddamn, until I start finding his shot. Shit. Alright. I'm gonna still miss some, but I'm gonna make more than I missed them. But that's the only way you gonna know. You gotta shoot it. And get the feel of when to release that bitch, or when to let that bitch go. Cause if you got
to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Miami.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
By buying time to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
That's good.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brought down.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, his throw caught right around the 6. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's
caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
His kick.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Dolphins 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And down he'll go at the 25. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And 9. At the 20.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Odell Beckham.
16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Out quickly to Judy.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down,
into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And he is is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Dolphins 14.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Justin Rohrwasser set
a couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the defense.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2nd down.
Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Rodgers again now. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Back at the 12-yard line.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Look, it got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's a gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing now is Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Ravens take over first down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
At the 33-yard line.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Past the 20. 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 33, Ravens 21.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me? tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the